Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Annisa Trie Mawarid. Hello ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? Everything is fine, right? I hope so. Look at the sky outside, so bright as loved one's smile. Yes, lately the weather has been good, even though sometimes heavy rains come, but it hasn't been able to make our mood chaotic, right? When the nature is still friendly to us, providing rain that can be beneficial for plants is certainly very helpful for life. But if the amount is more than needed, it will be the opposite, namely disaster. Disaster is an extraordinary event that causes great loss to humans and the environment and is beyond human capacity to able to control it. Caused by natural or human factors or both at the same time. Many natural events have occurred, ranging from the tsunami in Aceh, the earthquake in Yogyakarta, the Lapindo flow in Sidoarjo, the Mentawai tsunami, the eruption of Merapi, and many more. The existence of this disaster has provided a lot of evidence that nature does not want to be friendly with humans anymore. Who is to be blamed for all of this? Whether all the blame is placed in the hands of humans, or does God have different will with our nature? In my point of view, of course, both have a role indeed. For example, flooding. Floods occur due to heavy rains that occur in very long time. Rain occurs by the will of God. But floods can occur even if the duration of this rain is short due to garbage piling up and clogging the district. Garbage is the result of human. Therefore, I say that a disaster can be occurred due to the will of God and human habits that do not respect and protect nature. Then, what impact can this disaster have? Of course, there are many bad effects of disaster on our life. The impact of the disaster can be in the form of mass death, disruption of the sociological and psychological structure of the community, unemployment, poverty, crime, underdevelopment, and the destruction of the community's living environment. So, do all of the above affect economic growth in a country? The answer is definitely yes. The impact of disaster has a major impact on economic growth which can be hampered. This is because natural disasters also affect the price of food and energy commodities, which continue to rise, of course, will trigger inflation. While people's purchasing power does not increase and tend to decrease. Earthquakes are probably the biggest natural disaster threat in Indonesia because they occur suddenly and can strike densely populous areas, such as big cities. Earthquakes measured around 5 on the Richter scale occurs almost daily in Indonesia but usually cause no or only minimal damage. If the strength of the earthquake exceeds 6 on the Richter scale, an earthquake can cause a lot of damage. One example of an occurred with a very large shock and catalyst that recently occurred in Indonesia is the earthquake in Lombok in 2018. Earthquake around 7 Richter scale that hit Lombok Island, Indonesia, August 5, 2018. Data from the National Disaster Management Agency or BNPB state that 259 people died, 133 were seriously injured, and 270,168 people were displaced. As a result of disaster, the economic loss according to the West Nusa Tenggara BPBD statement was estimated at 1 trillion counting from five sectors, namely settlements, infrastructure, productive economy, socio-cultural, and cross-sectoral. Once the magnitude of the risk posed by this disaster management becomes very important to be our common concern and task. Without togetherness, it's very difficult for us to be able to overcome the impact of disaster. Because in reality, no one's party is most capable of dealing with the impact of the disaster. In disaster management, the role of the community is the most important element because the power of the government alone is very small when compared to such a big challenge. The role of the community in the disaster management can be manifest in several fronts. Field volunteers by donating personnel and expertise, mobilizing funds, and accessing facilities. Then it can be seen that the reciprocal relationship between nature and human is very close, which if we can protect and respect nature, which is a gift from God, then nature will take care of us. Therefore, loving nature is the same as loving yourself and loved ones. Keep nature bright keep nature bright as we want to always see cheerful smile from our loved ones. That is all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.